It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Adventure Cave Tours. Live a day in the life of a real adventurer with Adventure Cave Tours. Springfield Greene County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Blue Current, moving you forward since 1929. Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey, good morning to you on Wednesday. It is a brisk morning out there. Just heads up if you're headed out. It is chilly.
It is chilly, and it was yesterday morning too, and it never got warm, but at least today we're going to get warmer.
Well, my fingers are crossed.
Right direction.
I need it to be warmer. You can make sure you stick around for Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather, because today's a day you're going to want to hear the forecast, as am I. But as for us, we shall begin this morning with news.
All right. A tragedy in Lebanon. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, is investigating a worker's death at the Detroit Tool Engineering Facility. Emergency crews responded yesterday morning and found a large metal coil on top of a worker there who died at the scene. No word yet on exactly what went wrong, but they are looking into that. A Springfield man arrested for arson after investigators say he intentionally set a mattress on fire and looks like disabled a smoke alarm in that specific bedroom. 11 people were inside the apartment building where this all happened. 35-year-old Bradley W. Lee is now charged with first-degree arson. He had been in an argument with another resident before this happened.
Wow. Okay. Election Day is now less than a week away, and in Springfield, voters will be filling 3 open seats on the school board. 7 people are running for those positions. If you're still unsure who's who, there is a forum this afternoon at Missouri State University. All the candidates will be there answering questions, question and answer format. It is open to the public, of course, 3:30 to 5 over at Plaster Student Union on the campus of Missouri State. You can get a better idea of who the school board candidates are. Speaking of election issues, the Greene County clerk says there will be some changes to polling places next week. You can check all of them out on the county's website, the county clerk's website, I should say. You can also call the clerk's office if you want to be sure about your polling place, because it may have changed. You can also email the county clerk. All that information is on the county clerk website in Greene County.
Yes, you can even type in your address and it will tell you where to go. So that way you don't have to flood them with calls or emails.
Okay, they would probably prefer that.
Yeah, I'm
it's
sure
automated.
They would.
It's automated. Meanwhile, President Biden won Missouri's Democrat primary with 85.3% of the vote. Interestingly, 11% of Democrats voted uncommitted in this election. So they went to the trouble of taking part just to show that they didn't support the president or any of the lesser candidates that are running for president. More than 19,000 votes cast in the party-run presidential preference primary. That's down from more than 666,000 voters who participated in 2020. That, of course, a big election. This time, not as much because it's a foregone conclusion. Biden now has 61 of Missouri's 64 pledged delegates to the Democrat National Convention and already had the nomination wrapped up by the time Missouri voters went to the polls and voted in the primary over the weekend.
All right. Missouri lawmakers are moving forward with a bill named after Taylor Swift. It will protect people from having AI-generated pictures of them online, specifically that are sexual in nature. The special committee will vote on the Taylor Swift Act that will criminalize the publishing or the threat of publishing, which is important, an AI-generated sexual image of someone. This, after that very thing happened to Taylor Swift, all fake pictures generated by artificial intelligence. We are late to the party. Well, but it looks like the party is going to get underway, perhaps.
Somebody's got to do something. Some's got to be done. And
no, I mean, I think it's great.
Well,
it's
I know.
Just interesting that it's just now a thing whenever we've been talking about AI and the dangers thereof for at least 5 years. Anywho.
Yes. But
All right. This is interesting. If you know and love the Lord, now is your shot to invite someone to church this weekend. The most important holiday on the Christian's calendar. Gallup did some polling and they found only only 3 in 10 Americans. So 30% of people say that they attend religious services every week or almost every week. 11% say they attend once a month, and 56% say they seldom attend.
Yeah, well, those numbers have been moving that direction for decades now.
2 decades, in fact.
Yeah, decades. And I mean,
20 years
seems like
is what
even
Gallup
more than
said.
that. It seems like it's been a longer slide than that, but I guess that's what the numbers say. All right, well, it's good. It's good. Religious studies have shown that religious services are good for everybody. You know, they're good for kids. It's just a foundation that is being built for them.
Right.
Schools will be happy if the kids are in church too. Behave better in school. What's next for 7.5 acres in the historic Commercial Street District and the Midtown neighborhood? Still yet to determine, but it's being talked about. City Council is considering now whether a developer can renovate the Missouri Hotel, which is in disrepair, that and extending that area and extending nearby. They want to do 72 new townhomes, a mixed-use building with office space, living space, and retail. Also in the potential plans there for the Commercial Street area. And that really is just touching the surface of what the developer wants to do there. The City Council in Springfield expected to vote on all of those plans on April 8th. So that'll be a big deal. We will keep you posted on how that shakes out. But that could be a major change to the Commercial Street area.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, it'll be interesting what they say. It kind of had mixed reactions upon the first reading, apparently, for City Council. Some, what do we think about this? You know?
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
I could see that. And I could see a lot of people who live in that area not wanting any of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's interesting because development can be a good thing, but if it's not kept up and, you know, who's going to maintain it? And I don't know, there's a lot. So, okay. This story is kind of cool. Perhaps you've been to, or maybe you've heard of the full-size Noah's Ark attraction that's in Kentucky. We've not been. I've had friends who've gone and they said it was really well done. That group is hoping to open a biblical attraction in Branson. It'll be at the old Andy Williams Theater, Moon River, along 76 Country Boulevard. We don't know exactly what it will be, but here is a quote from the new owner of the property. He says, the feature of this attraction is a custom animated 5D virtual reality ride that takes guests back into biblical history and is complete with motion benches and haptics for a full sensory experience.
Okay.
I know. So I don't know what that means exactly, but it's going to be called Truth Traveler. And it's set to open in spring of 2025. That's interesting, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's just a year away.
Yeah, basically 1 year away, and Truth Traveler is on the way. I mean, I think it's exciting because we know that the Noah's Ark is well done. I mean, I think most tourists who go there give it very high ratings. Like, I've looked at it online, like, you know, should we take the kids? How far away? All those things. And it had really, really good reviews. So it's that group. So that's really kind of cool.
Yeah, is this something they want to do, or have they gotten clearance?
No, they have the property. They bought the building. They bought the Moon River Theater, which was Andy Williams' place.
And surely they wouldn't buy it without knowing that they're going to get clearance to do whatever they want there. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a million rules upon that type of a purchase, but yeah, I mean, they're not going to go spend millions of dollars on a piece of property without having a plan.
Okay.
I feel like that is safe to say. In that quote, I mean, the guy makes it sound like we know what we're doing. Like, we have a vision for this. So
yeah, 1 year away. I'm anxious.
I know, it's cool. All right. Don't forget at aroundtheozarks.com, you can enter a contest to win a family 4-pack to the Springfield Cardinals baseball game at home on April 12th, along with a big fireworks show afterward and an events calendar that has all sorts of events. Something for everyone, truly.
Yeah.
So check it out at aroundtheozarks.com. Sign up for our newsletter. And you'll get this delivered to your inbox every day, or download the Around the Ozarks app, because we have an app that has our podcast as well as Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather, and probably 4 other podcasts now?
Yep,
I think
a bunch of other ones.
All like hyper local, which is like specific to life in the Ozarks. So it really is the place to be.
And you want to check it out, aroundtheozarks.com, and the app to enter contests. We have great contests. We're giving away tickets right now, a family 4-pack to Springfield Cardinals, because they're getting ready to. I
just said that. You weren't listening to me.
Oh, I wasn't listening. I was looking ahead. I'm sorry. But you're right.
So
I'm just backing you up.
You guys, this is what happens sometimes. And then let me tell you what happens next. Then Ethan goes, "Oh my goodness, babe, I have this great idea. You know what we should do? We should give away a family 4-pack of tickets to the Cardinals game." And I'm like, "No way. Do you think that's a good idea?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm so glad I thought of it." And I just have to stroke his ego and be like, "Yeah, babe, you're a genius. You think of really cool things." But I say them first. I'm the one who plants them in his head. Anyway.
I hate that I just did that live.
Because his proof is now in the pudding.
I
literally just said that, and then you said it as if no one just said it. No one just came up with this great idea. Anyway, this is the story of my life, everybody. I just want you to know.
I was looking at my next thing, but anyway, we're gonna go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Busted.
If you're listening to the audio version, keep it right here. Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather will be on in just 30 seconds. Or at aroundtheozarks.com.
What he's saying is tune into Abby next. I didn't mean to cut your mic. I do love you. I still think you're my favorite human. Okay, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. It's cold out there. We've got temperatures in the 20s to start early this morning. A freeze warning across the Ozarks. Yeah, it's cold. Feels more like a winter start to the day than the late month of March, but here we are. Bundle up early on today. We will see a warming trend take effect in the Ozarks, and today will be better than yesterday. I have mid-50s in the forecast, and then tomorrow will be even better than that. We've got 60s that return to the forecast, so things are looking up for us. We are heading in the right direction, certainly, but I do expect that it's going to be at least cold out there for the first half of today. Mid-50s, not necessarily warm either, but better than yesterday. So as I mentioned, we are heading in the right direction. The good news is, too, that the sunshine returns for us today. We had some late day sunshine show itself yesterday, but overall, it was just a cloudy, windy, dreary, cold day in the Ozarks with highs only in the 40s. Sunshine in the forecast, we can thank that to some high pressure and control of our weather pattern. Big cold front well to our south now, and all the active weather out on the East Coast. We also have some activity in the Pacific Northwest, but here in the middle part of the country, where the real headline is that we just have some cold, frigid air that has plunged into our part of the country. It's going to take a little bit of time for us to warm this up. Another hard freeze is possible tonight. However, I think it's less likely than the 20s that we're seeing this morning. We'll probably be below the freezing point early tomorrow. If you have any really sensitive vegetation, take precaution for it again as we head into Thursday morning. But I think the chance for a hard freeze looks a bit less likely for Thursday morning. As I mentioned, today we're in the mid-50s. I have 55 degrees for the high temperature in Springfield. We're in the 60s, though, tomorrow. And by Friday, I'm talking 70s back in the forecast. So Warmer weather is on its way. And if you're wondering about the Easter holiday weekend, things are looking pretty good for us. I think Saturday will probably be warmer than Sunday. And then once again, Sunday evening into Monday, I get some really cold air that's going to return to our region. The holiday weekend for most is looking nice. It looks warm and maybe a bit breezy, especially on Friday and Saturday. The temperature trend, though, is just going up, up, up. 55 for the high temperature today. On Thursday, I have 65 degrees. By Friday, it could be 75 degrees. And I think we stay in the mid 70s on Saturday and Sunday. Numbers are going to be really comfortable by the weekend. So it's looking like a warm Easter. And I know sunrise service is very popular around here. I think this year we're looking like we're in pretty good shape. Temperatures will be mild. And I don't think we're going to see some rain this year. Around the country, what's making headlines is this snow that's lingering over parts of the upper Great Lakes. We also have excessive rainfall in the forecast for the southern portions of the Gulf Coast and also along the southeastern portion of the country. High elevation snowfall and even some rain is expected out in Northern California. Not a ton, but you know that some of the higher elevations have seen quite a bit of activity here in the last several weeks. So it's been very active for them. It will continue to be active on the West Coast as we head into the middle of the week. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question. This is the question that I left you with yesterday. What is the actual name of a street on the U.S.-Canadian border? And the options were A, Can USA Avenue, B, International Avenue, C, Neighbor Road, or D, North Divide Street. A real official name, if you've driven across the border, you may have seen it. It is Can USA Avenue. I like it. We just combined the two countries, put it on a street name. Can USA A is the answer. Congrats if that was your guess at aroundtheozarks.com. By the way, here's your next chance to win $20 to Scooter's Coffee. That's what we give away every single day here on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Which country first started using the term soccer? Do you think it was A, England, B, America, C, Brazil, or D, France? Which country first started using the term soccer? Yeah, the sport with the black and white ball. Which one do you think that is? England, America, Brazil, or France? You could log on to aroundtheozarks.com. Submit your guess there. It is free to enter. So make sure you head on over to the website and tell me your guess. I'll have the answer for you early tomorrow morning. While you're there, make sure you enter to win a family 4-pack to a Springfield Cardinals game too, coming up in April. Thanks so much for listening early this morning. I hope you have a great day. 55 degrees, heading in the right direction. We'll see sunshine today and stay rain-free across the Ozarks. I'm meteorologist Abby Dyer. Thanks for listening. Have a fantastic day, and I will catch you again early tomorrow morning.